hottest games that launched in 2024? Today I want to dive into the App Store and I want to see if the games that are being recommended are actually some of the best that launched this year. So come on the journey with me and let's see, and you'll know if I recommend these games or not. All right, Star Wars Hunters comes up first. It's sitting at number 94 for role-playing, and it got 4.8 stars on the review. I will go ahead and say that this game is an absolute blast. In addition to this, it also is not only a blast for Star Wars fans, but also for people that are looking for arena-style battle shooter games. The graphics are pretty on point if you ask me, and to be honest, I'm not even a huge Star Wars fan, but the graphics are quite nice. And in addition, and more importantly, I should even say, the combat's awesome. Whether you're a Star Wars fan or not, this is one that you can actually enjoy, dive into, and have a real fun time playing because you want to have that type of, that interaction with other players, playing together on a team, taking down your foes. It's really just a good one, and I think this is a good recommendation. Kingdom Rush 5 TD Alliance. I will say that the Kingdom Rush games are awesome. I absolutely love them. This is not one that I've actually played, but if we keep in line all of the experiences that they have been over time, they've always been great. We're talking tower defense games. Kingdom Rush does them kind of the best on mobile, being specific to mobile style TD games. I think they're pretty darn awesome, and I would expect nothing less from TD Alliance 5. Check it out, we got actually a second trailer here too, giving you a little bit more of an in-depth look. The graphics, they've been enhanced a little bit over time, nothing crazy though, but it wasn't ever about the graphics. This genre and this game specifically has always been about the gameplay, and I think that this one right here is one of the best in class. Up there with games like Bloons TD6 and even Plants vs. Zombies, two of my favorites of all time. This one's right there as a really fun one to play, and well, yeah, another good recommendation from the App Store. All right, Age of Empires Mobile, number 49 in strategy, but only with 3.4 stars. Why is this? Well, being someone that was massive into kingdom builders, I was one of the original Rise of Kingdoms content creators and covered the game for 2 years, plus some, and I played Call of Dragons for a year as well on another channel. This is a kingdom builder like all of the others, and it is basically skinned to Age of Empires. If you love kingdom builders, like mobile type kingdom builders like Rise of Kingdoms, yeah, you'll probably like Age of Empires. Age of Empires Mobile is, it's good in that sense. But if you're looking for a true traditional Age of Empires style game, the way that you remember it being on PC back in the day, that you will not get. This is much more the mobile version of what kingdom builders look like and what strategy looks like there. So keep that in mind. If you're looking for an old school Age of Empires, this is not for you. If you're looking for something that is like a Rise of Kingdoms and you want a new taste, yeah, then you could try it. AFK Journey, number 39 in role-playing, 4.8 stars, well deserved. This is very much like AFK Arena, right? Here, but you have an open world. So the arena that we used to be in is now the journey in the open world that you go in. Very similar artwork styles, some of the same characters, and the combat's pretty similar itself as well. With that being said, it's done well. AFK Arena was done well, AFK Journey is done well, and the ratings that we're seeing here are displaying that as well. This is one that I actually wanted to dive even deeper into. I considered covering it on the channel a little bit, which I never ended up doing, but it really is a fun game if you like strategy, if you like AFK battler style games where you can focus on the upgrades and customizations of gear and things of your characters. This is definitely a good one for you to play. It's a new revised version of AFK Arena. Oh man, I was hoping that this one would be on the list. Warframe is one of my favorites of the year. 37 in role-playing, 4.8 stars. It's one I need to play more, still now. This is one of the best mobile games out there if you're looking for an action game. It's also cross-play with the game on Steam. Free to play on both, and it's actually fairly true to free to play. There's no pay-to-win mechanic inside of the game, but it's a massive grind. If you don't want to grind a game, don't play Warframe because it requires tons of that. But the combat here is unmatched. It really is so fast, The attacks are so fun, melee attacks and ranged attacks as well. And really what you're doing is you're becoming your warrior. You're building out your Warframe specific to how you want to play the game, combat style, etc. Really well done. I give this one up. Round of applause to the developers here. They took this from PC over on Steam and brought it to mobile. You could cross-play between the two, and they just did it flawlessly. It is an amazing game, highly recommended by me. One Punch Man World. This one has no rating, but it has 4.6 stars. And what we're looking at here is the One Punch Man anime brought into an action RPG style game. Now, I'm not particularly a fan of One Punch Man. It's not something that I care about at all. But as far as an action RPG goes, it's actually fairly good. I think it's a really nice game, and I think that if you like the anime, then you're gonna love the game. If you don't like the anime, well then maybe you'll like the game. It is definitely a good one though, and worthy of being on the list here. But a lot of people like this because of the IP itself, less about the action. Honor of Kings, a MOBA made the list. Number 56 in strategy, 4.7 stars. And there are quite a few. There are more MOBAs coming to the mobile scene than had been there in the past. And to be honest with you, a lot of them are done very well. And this one is right in line with that. It's a really nice looking MOBA. It plays really well. It has a bunch of different heroes that you can use that are quite fun. And that really fits the genre well. As you can see on the screen, there's nothing groundbreaking about it, making this the newest and best MOBA in the world, but it is definitely a good one, and it's an enjoyable playthrough experience. It's one that I could say if you like MOBAs, Honor of Kings is a cool one to try. I still would probably stick around with Mobile Legends. It's been around forever, and it's been the strongest running of all time. Or you can go with the League of Legends version of it as well. You got one from Pokemon too, but this is definitely a good one that came out this year. Wuthering Waves, another nice action RPG style game. 64 in role playing, 4.5 stars. Anime inspired here as well. I love this one. I think this anime is better than the One Punch Man anime, and I think that the combat here is absolutely on point. The enemies that you face are big and bad and just straight up awesome, and it's just a great IP. I've liked this one since it came out. I've toyed around with it and enjoyed myself, and I think that this is a great one. If you're looking for a good action RPG in an anime setting, this is a great option for you. Sword of Valeria. This is a 4.7 rating on the charts, but it is not rated on the chart overall. This is an RPG style game and one that I don't have a ton of experience with. Me personally, I like games that are a little bit more fleshed out as far as graphics go. I know when I was talking about tower defense, I said it didn't matter, but in this genre, I kind of like it to look a little bit better. With that being said, the community seems to like it, and although it's not one that I chose to dive into and probably wouldn't, if you're into these tile-based battler style games and you like the artwork style that's being presented here, you may be interested in this one. For me, it's just a gameplay style that's a little bit slower and just doesn't interest me personally, but that's a personal decision. Oh man, Squad Busters, the controversy Supercell game. 62 in action, 4.5 stars, and here, they don't even have gameplay shared here. Are you kidding me? You basically dive into the game, and you have to get gems to level yourself up so that you can then get yourself stronger, and then you can build up your squad. That's what Squad Busters is. It's a fun game, very quick. It has characters from the IP that we love from the Supercell universe, and I think it's actually a really good game. Very repetitive, but aren't all the games that we play from Supercell? It's a very organic, natural feeling grind that we do inside of the game. By the way, if you ever play a Supercell game, consider using code ECHO. Whenever you buy anything inside of those games, it directly supports my channel. Thanks a lot for that, guys. But at the end of the day, Squad Busters, not being the most popular mobile game from Supercell ever, is still doing well, and they're gonna continuously progress with it over time, making it better and better. I actually think it's a good game, and I would recommend you play it. Ooh, Elder Scrolls Castles, 107 in role-playing and 4.5 stars. This one was a tad bit of a letdown for me. I was expecting something to be a lot different, and when I received what the packaging actually was, I was a little bit let down. When you hear the word Elder Scrolls, you think, Skyrim, it's gonna be amazing. This is gonna be the best game ever. And when you get something like this, that I seem to think is a little bit subpar, you get a little bit disappointed. That was my experience here. You're building out your castle in a Elder Scrolls realm, but it was okay. It's okay. Can I recommend people play it? No, I really can't. I'd rather go play Raid Shadow Legends. And if you've never played Raid Shadow Legends, use my QR code because that supports my channel too. That game's a lot better. Zenis Zone 0 is definitely a win. Number 11 in role-playing. Only 3.9 stars on this one, though, but really a great game from Hoyoverse. You know the company, right? They put out amazing games set in the anime scene, and what we're looking at here is another battler-style ARPG game that's built in a little bit more of a futuristic realm. I quite like this one. I think that it's actually amazing, and it's really popular within the Hoyoverse community as well. Definitely one that you could try out and feel confident that you're going to be playing something that's a really good and well-made game. Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. I just spoke about this one in one of my previous videos. It's not ranked as one of the best. It did get 4.6 stars, but it's another action RPG that I really did quite like. And it got a lot of hate because of the monetization. I think a lot of players that played Devil May Cry on console weren't ready for microtransactions in mobile, and they kind of crapped on a little bit. But here, you could play as a bunch of different characters, and during your battles, you could swap between characters, which is actually really, really fun. I love the mechanic of the game. I think the combat is really good, the graphics are really good, and it's a really nice action game. Kind of comparing it to Warframe, although a very different game, taking something that was very good on console or PC, bringing it over to mobile and doing it very well. Definitely recommend you try this one if you like action games or even ARPGs, although it's not quite an ARPG. It's not the top-down look. It's more of a action-y adventure one, but either way, definitely a good one. Disney Speedstorm, this one's sitting at 20 on the charts in racing with 4.7 stars, and if you loved like a Mario Kart, well, then Disney Speed Racing is fun, right? It's Mario Kart with great graphics in a Disney world. My kids actually loved playing this one, but it's pretty fast-paced. You choose who your favorite Disney characters are, you throw them in a little go-kart, you have them rip around, knock each other around, and have a fun time while they race. Guys, if you like mobile games and you want to know which ones are the best ones to play, subscribe to the channel because I put out videos like this one every single day.